Things got real crazy at the final press conference between Ryan Garcia and his own promotion. When Ryan Garcia went up to talk at the podium, he started throwing jabs at Bernard the Executioner Hopkins. He started throwing jabs at his promoter, Oscar Dela Hoya. And he went on to say that his team doesn't believe in him and that he's going to put on a show for the people who don't believe in him, and that he's worked really hard for this fight. I think that Ryan Garcia is a load of crap, and he's not honest about what he says. The fact that he's attacking two Hall of Fame boxers, and Oscar De La Hoya, who is probably one of the best fighters to ever fight, and Bernard the Executioner Hopkins, who beat Oscar the same way Gervonta Davis beat Ryan Garcia with a body shot. I think Ryan Garcia has no room to talk about these Hall of Fame fighters. It's gotten to the point now where these new fighters of this generation think that they can disrespect Hall of Fame great fighters because that they're younger and they're in their prime. But the truth of the matter is, Ryan Garcia has done nothing in the game of boxing. He has never been a real champion. He has not beat any ranked contenders ever. So Ryan Garcia just needs to slow his roll and understand where he's at with it. I think the pressure is on him severely this Saturday against Oscar Duarte. Oscar Duarte is fighting with house money. He's got no pressure. No one expects him to win. No one knows who he is. If Oscar Duarte just comes out there and does his thing, he might be able to pull off the upset victory, because I've never been too fond and impressed with Ryan Garcia. He's got some power. He's young. He's got a great left hook. But he's a stupid fighter. He gets impatient, and he starts to let his left hooks go wild, and that's when mistakes can happen. I don't know if Oscar Duarte has the formula to capitalize on Ryan Garcia's mistakes. But watching this press conference, I just can't believe that Ryan Garcia has lost his mind enough to talk about Oscar and Bernard Hopkins. I get it. They haven't, from a business perspective, they haven't put their full trust into you, and that makes you a little mad as a fighter. But the truth of the matter is, in my opinion, when you're a promoter, you're supposed to be honest to your fighter. You're supposed to let them know their weaknesses, their strengths, what you think of them, and, build them up in the way you believe. And I don't think Oscar or Bernard have done anything wrong by saying they didn't have any confidence that he would beat Gervonta Davis. Did you have any confidence that he beat Gervonta Davis? I had more confidence in Oscar and Bernard, and guess what? I was wrong. I lost $300 betting on Ryan Garcia to go to distance, and he couldn't even go 7 rounds. So Oscar De La Hoya and Bernard Hopkins, who have been around the game, who are Hall of Fame fighters, I guess they knew a little something about Ryan Garcia more than even I did. So Ryan Garcia is not great, and I don't blame these two Hall of Fame fighters for not believing in him. After the press conference, Oscar De La Hoya tweeted out that he is severely concerned for Ryan Garcia's mental health. It just seems like he's in a weird state of mind, and he's just all over the place, and that he says that he supports him. Do I believe that Oscar De La Hoya truly supports his fighter, Ryan Garcia? Absolutely not. However, I do think that I think Oscar, being the mature man that he is, might try to reestablish the Ryan Garcia relationship one last time, but I think that ship has sailed. I think Ryan is done with him. I think there's nothing that Oscar or Bernard can do to salvage the relationship. However, the way Bernard Hopkins was looking at Ryan Garcia in that press conference, it looked like he wanted to knock him out cold. And even at 52 years old, I think if Bernard really put his mind to it, he could hurt Ryan Garcia. He's just too big. But that's a conversation for a different day. Ryan Garcia has a big fight on his hands, and we're gonna see if Ryan Garcia can live up to all this hype that he's been saying, calling out Teofimo Lopez, calling out Shakur Stevenson. Let's see how Ryan Garcia performs tomorrow